Last week, Dallas city leaders received messages that Fair Park First CEO Brian Luallen was no longer in charge of the South Dallas Parks management. Well, this came days after the city announced it launched an audit into the park's finances. Devyani Chhetri with the Dallas Morning News joins us now with more on this. And Devyani, this story has a lot of moving parts to it. So first, let's start here. Why was the news of Mr. Luallen's departure so significant?
Thank you for having me. So the last month, what happened was that Mr. Luallen essentially came out with a statement where he said that they were doing an audit to see whether there was possible mismanagement of public funds. In that statement, he alleged that Oakview Group, which is the park's operator and they contract with Fair Park First, he said that it is possible that Oakview Group dipped into public funds that were meant for capital improvements and essentially used it for operating expenses. That could be anything from paying someone's salary or mowing someone's lawn.
So in layman's terms, then, basically what the audit is finding is that potentially someone used money for one thing, but it was earmarked for another.
Exactly.
Okay, so what happened during that board meeting?
So the board meeting went into closed session as soon as it started. They were in there for 2 hours. It is very likely and possible that they discussed the circumstances around Mr. Luallen's employment and just generally what this leadership flux means for Fair Park's ability to raise money. Yeah, because in the end, it really is a nonprofit. And Devyani, we talked about this before, but basically it seemed that he was let go. But now he's back on staff. And so what's next for Fair Park? So we still have audits ongoing, one from the city, one from Fair Park First. We're waiting for the results, which is why the timing of this leadership flux is interesting. A lot of people have a lot to lose. I'm sure leaders at Fair Park First want this resolved to get back to their work of fundraising. Oakview Group is also attached with downtown's convention center, so I'm sure they want it resolved. And at the end of the day, it's just, people who live in South Dallas and around Fair Park who've been waiting for revitalization and economic prosperity that was promised with Fair Park.
All right, Devyani Chhetri with the Dallas Morning News. This story is not over yet. We know that you will continue to follow it for us.
Thank you.
And you can read much more of Devyani's work right now on dallasnews.com.